Thank you for your backing on Patreon.
Hi guys, welcome back for another short and quick video. This is more one of those videos I want to do but not got the time to do it yet on the bus. So in Manchester, as many of you that are in Manchester are aware, we have something called the IGO card. The IGO card entitles children to child fares, etc, etc. It was reported on the MEN that you can't get a child's ticket without for this £10 card. Now, the £10 card, yes, it's £10 to get the first IGO card. However, it does last until the 31st of August after your 16th birthday. So as long as your child looks after the card, it will last. And I'm presuming that these will, like big companies, replace the cards if they do naturally go faulty. So, who's supposed to have an IGO card? Anyone between the age of 11 and 16 who wishes to travel on the bus. And anyone then down from 5 to 10 which you want to purchase day savers for. So if you travel with your kid on a daily basis, then it's easier for you to buy an IGO card, because then you'll be able to have access to the day savers, etc. So many of you will be asking, and I'm sure you've asked yourselves, why do you now need a card to get child fares and child day savers? Well, it's as simple as this. Fraud. The way child fares works within Manchester is that they get on, you go child pound signal, the child pays the pound. The other pound has to be made up from TFGM. So we charge then TFGM the pound and we get the pound back off them, which comes from the taxpayer to subsidise the child's travel. But what happens is you'll have like 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, and a mixture of older than that will, because they can try and get away with it, or because they will get away with it and not get questioned, they'll ask for child fares and child day riders, etc. And they was getting away with it for a while. Not anymore, because now you must have an IGO card. So it works the same as the smart cards. If you want a day saver, you ask the driver loads it onto the card. There's no longer the paper value. If you try and get an on-shot and show a £2.50 day saver, you will be refused travel because we know it's a receipt. It is an issue currently with children not having them. We know that out of the area people will have them, won't have them, but for that we can work around that and make allowances. If we're satisfied you're a child, you will be, and you don't have an IGO card, you will be naturally charged £2 flat rate, as that is what it is with Stagecoach. With other companies it may vary, but you'll normally be charged a no IGO special fare, which is cheaper than the adult's fare but not cheaper than child's fare. It's normally in the middle. Other things you will need your IGO card for: mobile tickets. The biggest bugbear at the moment is all the kids are flashing at that sounds wrong, doesn't it? All the kids at the moment are coming up to us and going, "Yeah, driver," and they'll hold the phone so you can't see the word child behind it. But if you can see the word child behind it, we have the right to ask for an IGO card from that person. And the thing that currently comes out is, right, it's on there, don't need it. No, you do. Anyone that possesses a child's ticket in Manchester, apart from the special ticket that I've just discussed, needs to be holding a valid IGO card. I've had my IGO card snapped. Can we read the date on it? carry both halves with you, still read it, you can still get the £3 day saver. Which is the other thing, a lot of the kids now are asking for the £3 junior day saver, which is the System 1. And you still need the IGO for it. Even TFGM's website, which will go up on this monitor here, says you need it for it, as it is a form of child ticket. It is what used to be the System 1 Child, but it's been renamed the System 1 Junior. So you still need the ticket for that. So in short, any ticket that's a child's ticket, you need an IGO for. And as much as the kids give us hassle for it, we don't make up the rules. We merely work to the rules. Some of us work to the rules more than others, so some of you'll get more hassle off than others. Others just won't care, and those some are like me, which give a care in the world if it's a bit dodgy, but we'll be fair about it. Other things that you currently now can have is the 16 to 18 year olds hour pass. Again, this is paid for by the taxpayer. There's fraud going on that as well, and you can see it, but you can't do anything about it, unfortunately, unless you can prove it and grab a card off someone. All I'd say is, if you are one of those that is out there lending your passes to people, because people do lend the IGOs to each other as well, if you get caught, your parents will be charged £50 and you will lose the right to hold that pass. It's the same for when people have the GM60s pass. If you go nick your grandma's passes, we've had a few of them, and we take it off you, we'll hand it back to the depot will hand it back to TFGM, and at that point whoever's Deirdre's pass is now no longer valid, and she will not be able to have another one because she's committed fraud. So the same goes for the IGO systems stuff, so don't go lending it your sister, your brother, your mate, because I've had it where they've done it in front of me and it was a disabled card pass. So it's the same principle. You know, the guy at the door went, "Here, I'll just lend this." He put it on top of the machine. I went, "Thank you very much," and I claimed it. And at that point he got really angry with me. He still left the bus, but he got really angry with me. But you know, it's just one of those. So yeah, call out to the youth really. Just be honest with us. If you've got a flipping mobile ticket and we go, "Have you got your IGO?" Just be honest. Honesty goes a lot further, and normally it will get you on the bus without any issues. You might get a bit of an ear bashing off us, but you know, we're only protecting our backsides, because when the inspectors get on a revenue check and they find you've got a bad ticket, we get pulled in as well for it, especially if we've got quite a few on. So it all adds up, and at the end of the day it's only costing your mums and your dads, your grands, your uncles and so on, because they're the ones that are paying the taxes. Bus travel would be a lot cheaper if there wasn't so much fraud going on, so bear that in mind. The fares wouldn't have to go up as much to beat the demand of fare dodging and other things like that. So yeah, just be honest with us guys, and when we do let you on, don't piss the bus off, for the love of God please. Just travel as a normal passenger. At the end of the day we're doing you the favour, not the other way around. We could easily make you walk sometimes. So yeah. The other thing is, whilst I'm on, is those that have uni passes, although the driver 9 times out of 10 won't ask for the uni card, make sure you carry them. The inspectors do check, and at that point the inspectors will take it off you, and then you're in trouble. But yes, in short, IGO passes for all children at 5 to 16. You must have one to get child fare. You must have one to have a child's a day saver of any description. If you don't, and normally it's if you're between 11 and 16, you'll get charged the flat fare of £2. If you're under than that, you're 5 to 10, you're normally travelling with your mum or dad. So they will just normally go, yeah, we'll just do child fare for them. So that's that, and there's no point having to go at us, we don't make the rules. But yeah, just pass the message on, just don't abuse the system the way the system is at the moment, because all that'll happen is it'll get stricter and stricter and stricter, and then we'll have no leeway whatsoever. I mean, at the moment we're quite lucky, we have a little bit of leeway in the system to be able to use common sense, but it's getting to the point where if it carries on we won't have that leeway, and we'll need an IGO pass for every ticket, and the only option will be to have a standard fare, which we don't want to see that, because that will cause us lots of hassle. The IGO pass causes bus drivers enough hassle as it is, so just be prepared. I've had loads that get on as well that you ask for it and then they go rooting in them. You know you're going to be asked for it. Just go, can I have a child single please? How hard is that? It's not hard at all. It's all you have to do. Other things, just before I go as well, is child day riders cannot be on these. If you get caught with one on these, you'll be asked a lot of questions, because they shouldn't be on there. They should only be on your IGO cards. So yeah, that's all I've got to say on that matter. I'd like to thank you for watching. Obviously please like, comment and subscribe. Have your comments below of what child system you have in your town. I know Glossop used the B line, don't know whether they still do, but they use the B line, and see from there. I'm sure many of the places will integrate each system, because like if someone got on with a B line in Tameside and presented it to me but doesn't have an IGO because he lives in Derbyshire, I'd issue a child fare. I can't issue and I can issue a System 1 Junior, because at the end of the day they've got some form of ID to prove they're a child. And yeah, so it's not all doom and gloom, but it is only a £10, and as long as your child looks after it, it will last them and last them and last them. I know children don't look after things, you only have to look at a lot of the buses for that, but a lot of the adults are to blame for some of that as well. But yeah, so there you are, thank you. I'll see you out on the road. Safe driving, bye. There's nothing like it, you'll agree. Just take a ride upon the bus.